What's up, guys? It's your girl Ray here, and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, welcome to the lovely family. Hi guys, good morning guys. What's up, guys? It's your girl Ray here, and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a mukbang, and for this mukbang, this is actually the second mukbang I've tried to film, but for this one, I'm going to be having cookout, and what I got was a big double tray. It's a burger, it's a big double burger with fries and hush puppies. I actually need some ketchup, so I'll be right back with that. Alright, so I haven't had cookout in a very long time, but I'm excited to get into this. What is strange though, they didn't give me a bag. He literally just handed me the actual tray, and it's like, alright, have a good day. I don't have any ketchup, so I'm going to be using hot sauce. I meant to get my Cajun seasoning so I could at least season the fries, but whatever. They're really good either way, so got me some hot saucy sauce. So what I'm going to be talking about is basically everything that's been going on with me lately. So come Saturday, I would be back in my apartment for 3 weeks, and I absolutely love my apartment and my independence and everything I always had. That's never been a problem. Hello.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
What you doing?
Filming.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Bye. So, the problem is I don't have a job right now. So, like, I don't make money, yet I have to afford where I live and all my living expenses, plus food and stuff for not just me but also for Snow. So, but I mean, I prayed and prayed. I filled out so many applications. I filled out almost I can't even remember if I filled out applications in November, but between December and like the beginning of February, I'm actually just go all the way up until yesterday because I filled out some last night. I've turned in well over 200 applications. I've literally just gotten an email from Busch Gardens today about an interview, but that's the only place that I've heard back from. I'm just really kind of like having a slight mental breakdown every single day because I don't want to stay here forever, and my lease ends in November. And then what? Because like, even if I do sign another contract, I can only sign it for up to 6 months. And if I do the summer and fall, my 6 months will be up by November. Therefore, I would have a job like right up until my lease ends and I have to move. But it's like, I'm the type of person that always had my life planned out. Like, I always had each step planned out. But when I was in high school, I remember I planned my life out up to 5 years. And that 5 years had come to an end. but I never thought about it, about replanning or planning on what I was going to do next. So, and then I got stuck, and that's where I am now, just stuck. That's why I'm like, also I'm trying to take this time, since I have nothing else to do, I'm trying to take this time to, you know, build my YouTube channel. And I'm trying to treat my YouTube channel like it's a full-time job. But it's like I also just kind of have zero motivation to do anything, because I'm like, how did I fill out hundreds of applications and only heard back from the one place that I literally just left? Like, there's nothing wrong with that place, but it's just like, I don't want that to ever be my only job, you know. I don't want to not grow, basically. And like, that's a great starter place, but I'm beyond starter, you know, being a starter right now. But like, it sucks. And then like, I may work on another show every now and again, but I'm not making enough to pay my bills. So, because I also have to pay for stuff like, I also have to pay for stuff like my car insurance and then gas. So, and car maintenance. I haven't even made it to the leisure stuff yet. But I don't make enough for all of it. Like, and I'm not depressed or anything. I'm actually pretty calm right now about it. But it's just like, I just look at myself and I'm like, how did I allow myself to get here? You know? Like, how did I allow myself to get stuck like this? Because I always plan ahead. I've never not planned ahead except for this. So, and so now I'm just kind of like, just lost. I feel like this is slightly a depressing mukbang, but this is kind of therapeutic for me. I just need to get this off my chest. So, it's just, being an adult has its ups and downs. And right now I am facing the downside. So, and it's almost like the older I got, the more of like my spunk or spark or whatever I kind of lost. Because when I was still in school, I had like 2 and 3 jobs at a time. I was always working, I was hustling, you know. I had a job so that I can get paid for my leisure expenses. And then I had 2 jobs to pay for pretty much everything else. And then on top of an internship so I can gain my experience. Like, but now, also this is their huge sweet tea. Although it's like the equivalent to the size of a McDonald's large. But it's just annoying that I look back on what I used to do and never had to ask my family for money. And then I look at where I am now. And it's like almost every phone conversation I have to like ask them for money so that I can afford to live, basically. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. And people are always telling me there's nothing wrong with, you know, blah, 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 just as long as it's not something that you're like trying to make a living off of. Like, as in like, I'm not like using them for this, which I'm not, but I'm a very prideful person, like extremely prideful. Therefore, having to ask them for anything, like, You have no idea how hard it is for me to ask somebody for anything. And it doesn't have to be money, just asking for help for something. Like when I was a student, and this was even back in high school and everything, if I didn't understand something, I was not about to ask for help. No, I was not. I was going to look it up and figure it out. You would have to know me, to know that, like, I'm not going to ask for help, so instead just help me anyway, because that's what my friends did, or at least my friends in high school. You know, the teachers could clearly see if I was confused or not, and would look at me and want me to ask, and I was just like, no, it's okay. And like my friends would then make like a huddle, you know, turn their desks and whatever for me, like, or towards me whenever like it was, you know, work on this yourselves. We would all like get in a huddle, and then like we would help each other. So, and that would help me a lot. I feel better doing that than, I find that it's very embarrassing for me, you know, because I mean, I was always put on such a high pedestal because I skipped a grade, and I was always the youngest in my class. And then when I first got to high school, like I had learned algebra. I was still in elementary school, and I taught myself algebra. So, but just having to ask for help is not necessarily something that I do. Got on a roll so many times, perfect attendance so many times, so many, you know, outstanding achievement awards or whatever. Got state recognition and nationwide recognition for high grades and stuff. Participated in extracurricular activities. Went to college. Made the dean's list a few times. You know, got a college degree. But then I can't even, I mean, this proves that going to college is not necessary, does not necessarily mean that you'll get a job. But got a degree, filled out over 200 job applications, but can't get past the starter job. Not depressed, but having a slight mental breakdown daily over, you know, life. So like those of you that watch my channel that are still teenagers and still in school and everything, when people tell you don't rush to grow up, believe them. Don't rush to grow up. I mean, there's nothing wrong with growing up when you're ready for it. But understand that it's not always going to be easy. And there are going to be so many times where you have to put your pride aside. Ooh. And ask for help. But that doesn't mean that you rely on other people so that you could live your life, if that makes sense. It doesn't mean live off of your family's money or whatever, because then you're not being independent. You're just being dependent somewhere else. So things are gonna get hard. You're gonna have to look around. You're gonna have to stop and look around and analyze your situation and where you are in life and everything. So, but that doesn't mean that it's the end. That doesn't mean you give up. I've heard so many people with everything in life say that they've tried hundreds and hundreds of times and been told no for every single thing except for one. So it may not be exactly what you want at the moment, but it might be what you need. Which is why I went ahead and did the timeline in my head of, you know, if I go back to work there, and I would literally end my contract as soon as like I'm about to move out of my apartment. Stuff like that is important because the money I make there I could easily save up to take to my next place, you know, and use that to like hold me until I find something else there. But like the hustle, the grind, all of that is real. You know, you have to work hard for what you want, and then everything is so competitive these days. Every single industry is so competitive. So let me know down in the comments where you are in life. What is it that, you know, you like to do or whatever. And also, if you have any advice for me, you can also leave that down in the comments. Because your girl is struggling. And my dog is over here losing his mind. It's fun working shows for me. And like, I specialize in front of house audio, which means I'm the audio person for every show, for shows. But I also have experience as backstage deck technician, as a dresser, as the audio 2 person. Is that it? That might be. Oh, and also as working lights. But obviously they're on like headset microphones. And like, for so far we've done 3 shows. Each show I have gotten my exercise in, y'all. Like, I wasn't able to go to the gym because I would be at the venue all day, but all day and night. But like, the running back and forth during a show and having to like, obviously their mic packs are under their clothes. It's like attached to their underwear because they're changing clothes throughout the show because of the different costumes. So it's like I have to like catch them while they're like mid quick change to try to, you know, either take the microphone that they have on off and put on a whole new one. And it's not like they are, I mean, they're easy to me, but they're not the simplest microphones. And that and tape them down, or like switch their, or change their batteries, or like some of them would become unlocked and like I would have to, or their channels would change on their pack, so I would have to change the channel back, the signal channel, so that their microphone could be on, or like take the pack off and switch the packs, and a whole mess. But I love it. Like, I don't know, I love it. I've always loved it, and your girl still loves it. So shows, live theater, man, it's like one of the best places you can be. Like, I don't feel the same about concerts though. Concerts kind of stress me out, but theater, oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. Well, I am currently out of things to talk about, and I'm tired of eating these hush puppies because they gave me a lot of them this time. Usually they only give you like 3, and I think I had like 6 or 7. They're really good though. So thank you guys so much for watching my very second mukbang, but the first one that I'm actually gonna upload. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see the other mukbang. It's a mess. Also, let me know down in the comments what other videos you would like to see from me in the future, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.